Greetings, this is Slushworks and welcome back to Shadowrun Hong Kong. We're at our mission computer. We have signed up with Kindly Chang and we're just about to see what kind of missions we have available. Your workstation and mission computer. I still can't believe they made me the leader. I don't really see why my character would be the leader, but there you go. I often have been told that I know nothing. The cool blue tones of the workstation's main menu fill the screen. Okay, let's check our inbox for new messages. We have 6. Welcome to Hioi. Slosh, on behalf of your friends at the Hioi Chamber of Commerce and the Swift Winds Mahjong Parlour, I welcome you to the community of Hioi and to our new business venture. What a professional email. I've already lined up 3 jobs for you. The details of each are contained in a separate computer message. Remember to check your messages often, as I will update you with new opportunities as they occur. Your mission computer. Hi Slosh. This is from Isabel. I set up your mission computer to automatically collect and collate news reports, information and media that might be of interest to you. Some of the keywords I've got it trolling for are things like Raymond, Duncan, Walled City, etc. I've also patched in a permanent link to the Hong Kong shard of the Shadowlands BBS. It's a great place to connect with other runners, sell pay data, get news from the street and so on. Don't be shy about taking a look. Now I think we've already got some pay data. Okay, this is from Bao. So this is Strangler Bao. I've been instructed to inform you of the various suppliers present in Hioi. Auntie Cheng has cultivated a commercial district of well-stocked and trustworthy vendors. Whoever you choose to do business with, you will be in good hands. Ermine K. Fay at Club 88 is an excellent resource for acquiring additional weapons, should you require any. If you're in need of magical supplies, go to the Parlour of 5 Phases. If you desire training in the path of the adept, seek out Spider Shen. She can help you as well as supply you with any close-quarter you might desire. Chrome Alley can supply you with cybernetic enhancements and medical supplies. The proprietor, 10 Armed Ambrose, is a cyber surgeon of some repute. Lord's Techno Palace is a Whampoan? I don't know how to say that. Whampoan, run supplier of the local decking community. The place is hard to miss. Just look for a sign glowing in the sky. If you need drones, Reliable Matthews Robot Bazaar is your best bet, and I pity you. Considering the disrespect that you would seem content to casually spew, I would suggest that you acquire a small arsenal. You are more than likely to need it. He hates me so much. Serial killer. So from Kindly Cheng. I've got a problem, Slosh, and you're going to help me solve it. I do a lot of business with the Whampoans. If you're not familiar with the term, I'll forgive you. You are an outsider after all. The Whampoans are a tribe of techno-fetishists and deckers who take up residence in the Whampoa Garden area of Hong Kong. That's why I didn't understand what the word was. They make and trade high-tech goods to people from all over the world. A lot of Nguyen passes through their pasty little fingers, and I make a lot of money brokering deals between them and the smugglers here in Hioi. I've hit a snag though. The Whampoan elders, their council of leaders, are being eliminated by a serial killer. They've asked me to dispatch someone to get to the bottom of it and stop the killings, and they're not taking their goods through my turf until I do. So you're going to be my proxy. I don't care how you do it, but I need those murders stopped. They have a delegate here in Hioi by the name of Maximum Law. We tried to talk to him before. Speak with him if you wish to know about Whampoa. He's got a big mouth, but he knows very little of importance. Don't expect much from that half-empty bottle of vinegar. You get your asses down to the Whampoa Garden and talk to the elders. Lie, cheat, steal if you have to, so long as they're convinced that there won't be any more murders. I want my cut and I want it soon. So I'm assuming those are our jobs. So I won't look at the other ones just yet. Let's view all pending jobs. Yeah, so they're our jobs. I'm not going to read the other ones just yet because I want to go in here and post pay data for sale. Post the exotic animal dealer contacts because they don't. Posting will remain active for 2 days. And you don't necessarily get it back straight away, so let's search for the relevant keywords. Terrorists in Hong Kong. Been hearing some buzz about some mainlanded terrorists have shown up in Victoria Harbour and had a shootout with the HKPF the other night. Anyone heard anything on that? Yep, okay, so this is some information on us. Looks like there's a 50,000 reward on us. Yeah, no, they would. Okay, so we've got a reward on us. All right, interesting. So that's pretty decent pay. Let's actually read through these first. Welcome to the Shadows. Slosh is from Kindly Chang. I've received a request from an archaeologist named Mr. Drake. The screen flickers. The email is replaced with a face of a stern-looking orc. He does look a bit stern, doesn't he? Hello, Madam Chang. I've heard that you're a woman who knows how to get things done, especially with regards to things that aren't legal in the strictest sense. That's exactly the kind of help I'm looking for. Recently, a rich investor by the name of Liao Hua decided to expand his manor house on the outskirts of Tai Po. Too much money, not enough space for fancy parties. He hit a snag with local government officials, however. They suspected the land his estate on may have pre-modern archaeological artifacts buried beneath it, all of them dating from the Song dynasty. Consequently, I was contracted as an archaeologist to oversee the excavations and ensure everything was properly recorded and catalogued. Sure enough, we were only a few days into the excavation when we discovered a series of tombs lying beneath the site. The scope of the tombs was far beyond anything Liu or I had expected. Several acres of catacombs at least, and untouched relics throughout. What's more, they're certainly older than the Song dynasty. They may be even from the previous cycle of magic. Before I could make my report to the Free Enterprise Zone authorities, however, he called in his allies in Tantien Incorporated. He sold the entire site to Tantien, who then leased it back to him. Because Tantien is considered to have extraterritoriality in Hong Kong, local authorities were powerless to stop Leo from looting the tombs. He immediately began building a museum, if you can call it that, on top of the site. He had the gall to call it the Emperor's Tomb, can you believe that? The odds there of being an actual emperor buried there are basically nil, but he doesn't care. He has continued his excavations using Tantien contractors to expand the dig. What he didn't know is that I bugged his comlink before he fired me. Well, that's trustworthy, isn't it? Based on what I've heard, something strange is going on in the lower levels. Workers have been disappearing only to be found dead several days later. Whatever is going on is too dangerous. Leo must have found my data line tapped though. I stopped receiving any information 3 days ago. The last thing I heard him talking about were a pair of ancient texts that workers had discovered. Then he issued an order that further excavation should be halted until he can secure the subterranean areas. I'm betting those texts are the cause of whatever killing the workers. Okay, this is messed up. I have quite a bit of experience with these kinds of dangerous excavations, but an operation of this scale is beyond me. I need a team that's tough enough to get in and survive, and unafraid of making a mess, and who can get out with the books and whatever else they can carry. Beyond the 2 texts, I'm willing to pay very well for what other artifacts your team can liberate. The more valuable, the better. Don't worry, they'll be going to actual museums, like not some rich playboy's mansion. I've got a second program in place that'll suppress your security system. The team will have to be careful though, there are only so many alarms I can suppress. Go beyond that number and I'll scrub the mission. I've included a catalogue of likely items to help the team appraise the most valuable ones. They don't need to be subtle, in fact, I'd prefer they make it look like a common robbery. Tell them to smash and grab what they can. Okay. I'm going to... I think we're going to take that one. That one sounds really interesting. Let's do the serial killer one first, because these guys sell tech. And I'm going to take this one. I'm going to take this job, because I need the tech. Alright. So, we are now on the job, so we need to go to the Whampoan to track down a serial killer. Firstly, we need to go talk to that guy. I think he was over here last time. Was he over here? He was over here. This is where he was last time. Because we need to actually get some tech, because we don't actually have... Ah, Law's Techno Palace. I can see the sign in the sky now. Alright. The sign hums and flickers, sputtering like an old engine. Fierce electric crackles sporadically burst out of the sign's emitter, stabbing your eyes and filling your ears with static. Under the baleful glare of the sign, the rusty mini-barge's deck is stacked with electronics. Dilapidated stereos share space with crisply boxed servers, ranks of discs and memory chips, fill display cases padlocked under plexiglass. It's a hell of a sentence. No, I'm telling you, his voice is shrill clipped. Nobody uses KM3s, like nobody, they're shit. I don't care what Dang says. If Shiawasi's SRP uses KM3s, they're stupid. Hey, flesh is rolling up, I gotta go. I ripped that PDA you work for kindly. His lips work impatiently. Yo, what do you want? You provided this PDA, tell me about it. It was a Fuji Azura Star 3. They use a Scarab chip, which is good. The motherboard is wet noodles and sprouts. I put out the trackers and installed encryption, now it runs on the Whampoan virtual network. Cops can't crack it, can't track it. Nice work. He shrugs dismissively. It's what we do. This is Law's Technology Palace, satellite territory of Whampoan. You step on the boat, you're in a sovereign state. I resent Whampoan here. I'm Maximum Law. The Maximum Law, yo. Okay. You got a tech problem? Boom, I solve it. You need software, boom, done. Don't waste my time. Oh, that's awesome. It's a vanilla ice. Oh, that's great. So you got any business? We found this SimSense chip. It scans the ship's casing with a handheld optical reader. Yo, that shit is banned. Lifted off some yellow Lotus. They traffic this stuff. Delimited sim chips. Full sensory experiences. You're looking for a buyer. I can make it happen. How's 120 sound? Sure, whatever. I'll sample it first, but those CalHots can send you up for a trip. Don't worry, I can handle my sims. Okay, so we made some money, that's good. I need some tech. What have you got? Consumables. Now we need to... Do we need to pay that much for it each time? Or is it like a weapon where you can reuse it? Now we could get... What do we have at the moment? So we're already using one of these, which is programs 3, ESPs 1, evasion 0, so that's actually not that good, but we do have 2,000, so we could buy that. It's going to cost us a little bit. We'll get an assassin one. Now, we do have some of these. We've already got erosion. Oh, okay, so we can change these. Alright. So, I want blaster. I'm going to say, oh, okay, and I want killer as well. We might trade them in and out when we go into the matrix. But I'm going to confirm that. We're going to spend basically all of our money. And we're going to, yeah, buy that one. We're going to use the better one. Yeah, that's the better one. So we're using the better one there now. Confirm. So we spent a lot of money. That is an amazingly ostentatious hollow sign you've got there, sir. Yo, it's pretty boss. Yeah, pretty boss. Damn right, he gives you a virile nod. You're a guy who appreciates the good stuff. I like that. This guy's hilarious. Half of Hioi gets its juice from a pirate tap on a big Mitsuhama DC cable under the river. Mitsuhama's like, oh, let's run 2 million volts from the cold fusion plant to the island under the river. Those slum monkeys can't tap an underwater cable. Idiots. You know who built the tap that pulls electricity off that cable? Whampoan. You know whose barge holds the transformer? Mine. Maximum Lord thrusts his fist high in the air in silent victory. Cheap power for all and a whole lot extra for me. Behold the lighthouse of Boom. Looks like you've got some dangerously exposed wires over there. Yo, what are you, my mother? Those wires are fine where they are, high and dry. They're only a problem for someone who does something stupid. I'm running a high bandwidth tech operation. Do I look like I have time to tape copper and sip tea? No, I don't. Wraps his knuckles fiercely on a clear-top case full of buses, cables, and cable harnesses. Those are the only wires you need to think about. This guy's fucking brilliant. Why are you wearing goggles? It's not VR, it's augmented reality. We're pioneering it. Little cameras, matrix overlay. I can support a 3-dimensional HUD and sub-windows with live multiple feeds. I've got a command show open right now. I'm networked with 5 guys. Wave of the future. So we've got 3 decking, so we're definitely going to take this option here. Augmented reality, I hear a lot of corps are experimenting with it, but not in such a socially invasive way. Yeah, Shiawase, Fuji, Renraku, a couple of others. Waves his hand dismissively. Some of us took a look at what they're doing. Their whole approach is flawed. They won't get anywhere. You guys looked at everything multiple megacorps are doing. Yep, corps can't think like us. They're paper tigers. Inside all that money and organisation, their systems run by idiots. Their coders lack perspective, no complexity of thinking. The system prevents it. Law says with supreme confidence, a statement of perfect fact. Boom! No, I don't want to buy anymore. I want to talk about my... Oh, this guy's great. Yeah, we're pretty much the best, yo. What do you want to know? I understand someone's killing your elders. His face goes grim. A red light blinks on the VR goggles. A lens whirs quietly, focusing in on you. He grinds his teeth audibly, radiating nervousness and intensity. Yeah, man, shit's crazy. Full-on medieval. I can't talk about it. It's a tribal matter. Controlled information, right? We're going to solve it. That's all outsiders need to know. Actually, I've actually been contracted to help the elders stop the murders. Wow, really? We're pulling in outsiders? He shakes his head in disbelief. I guess I should have seen that coming. What the hell are you doing here? Go to the garden and stop that shit. Then come back and tell me what's going on. Everyone's guessing. The elders are being quiet and the rumour hub is going crazy. Thanks for telling me about Whampoan. Outsiders don't really understand us. Maybe you can if you're really smart. We're in like a whole different world than most people. Like, I'm seeing 3 streaming videos and live network stats in my goggles right now. Time's wasting, Slosh. Or kicks one of the bins at his feet, see if electronic parts within it rattle loudly. You gonna buy something? I'm just gonna go. So, to get there, I guess we can go over this way. Now, I did spend all my money, didn't I? So we can't go down to this... Actually, I do want to go in here. I want to go down here and I want to see what kind of items that they have. Kindly voucher me. Excellent, he's letting us in. And what kind of cybernetic upgrades can I get from 10 armed Ambrose? He's only got 2 arms. Clinic looks like it just hosted a party. Spindly mechanical arms swing from unobtrusive wall mounts, pulling down crepe paper, ribbons, and scooping food platters and empty beer bottles into biohazard bags. A severely crippled Caucasian man sits in a wheelchair amidst the maelstrom of mess and robotics. He's in his 40s, thick beard, tungsten earrings, beer belly, one cyber eye. Both his legs are missing, one at the hip, the other at the knee. He has only one arm, and only 3 fingers remain on his surviving hand. His face and arms show the scars of reconstructive surgery. He grins wildly at you, regarding you with bloodshot eyes. He's clearly hungover. "Hey, I'm Ambrose," he shouts cheerfully in English, his words piling together in a loose Midwestern accent. "They call me Ten Arms. Welcome to the Kong, fellow UCASian." He chuckles, his chest shaking with mirth. A Waldo arm springs to life and swings over to him. Its menacing metal pincer momentarily sets a cigarette between his lips just long enough for him to inhale from it. Kindly says, "You're alright. What can I do from you?" "Front door could stop a bulldozer. Why so fortified?" "Are you kidding? Have you any idea how much all this stuff in here is worth? This is high capital operation, and life's dangerous for a guy missing most of his members, calling up smugglers and criminals. Let me tell you what, though. Someone busts in here, they're going to be in for a world of hurt. There's a lot more than pipes and wires up in the false ceiling, and I got Kindly's crew, the Club 88 boys on the panic button. They know which side their bread is chromed on." Okay, so this guy's crazy, and he's missing all of his stuff. "Show me your servers. What can you buy?" I want cyberware. Okay, so... Now, cyberware affinity, right? Does that mean I can't get any of these? Okay, I guess... Cyberware affinity, I guess I'm going to have to get that by using some karma. But some of these things are pretty damn cool. A data jack, see, the data jack allows you to kind of see people's stats and things like that. Might as well just go. That wasn't really as exciting as I wanted it to be because I couldn't actually access anything. The front area is more like a homely coffee house. Colouring books. We'll look at all that stuff later. It's fine. There's no hurry there. Oh, wait a minute. Now I can't. No, that's not fair. I should have looked at it now. I didn't realise it was going to do that to me. Let's go. Let's head down to Whampoan. The island of Whampoan, I think they said. There's the Whampoan garden area, I think it is. So we're going to go. Let's head to the garden and discover who's killing them. Now, we can hire some runners, I think. But, so they're down here. So we can hire them. We don't have any money, though. So we're going to bring out our normal crew. Definitely. And pretty sure that all of them are just going to have what we need. So there we go. We don't have extra weapons or anything like that yet, so I can't really worry about what they've got. So we should be okay. Oh, I'm stoked. Whampoan Garden, a carnival of chrome and neon, rife with every manner of technology and artifice one can imagine. The entire area has the feel of a night market, save that chips are sold in lieu of steam buns and vendors hawk the latest drones rather than folk art. Something stalks these streets, hiding just out of sight. It stalks the Whampoan elders, the leaders of the band of tech-savvy squatters who have claimed this neighbourhood as their own. The streets smell of ozone and fear, and those Whampoans you pass in the MTR station have a haunted, furtive look in their eye, while the killer is struck only at the elders thus far. It may only be a matter of time before ordinary residents are menaced as well. So they've all got all their guns. I mean, she's got some seriously cool stuff. His gun is kind of okay. I mean, she's got an elemental fetish. So I think we might actually have to start buying some, but we're okay. We don't have any money at the moment anyway. Game auto-saved. Always concerning when it's auto-saved. Yeah, let's do our karma now. Now, okay, so cyberware affinity here. So you'd have to actually build this up to get some of the bigger ones. So that's where the cyberware affinity is. So we're not going to do that just yet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my intelligence up to 6. We've got 2 left. And I mean, that's going to grant a bonus to the hit points recovered when using a medikit, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to save that, so that when we get some more we can grab some of them, so that's okay. But I do think doing that's probably the best decision this early in the game anyway. The streets of Whampoan Garden are slick with rain, glittering under the neon glow of myriad signs and holographic displays. The sky reflects the same glow, painting the white apartment blocks the sickly orange of sodium streetlights. The smell of grilling meat mingles with other rarer scents, ozone, engine oil and high-tech fabrication facilities. Despite the hour, there are plenty of people out and about. You can hear the calls of street vendors and touts urging people into their stores. Isabel wrinkles her nose, scowling darkly. She wraps her hands tightly around her chest, staring off into the distance. Is there a word for feeling nostalgic, for a place you can't wait to leave again? I don't miss this place, but I miss the feelings I had when I lived here. Swadade? Swadade, maybe? No, that's not it. It's close, but she lets the sentence trail off into nothingness, clamping her mouth shut for a moment. This place seemed like heaven after the walled city, like the whole world had unfurled in front of me, and everywhere I turned was the promise of a good life. Turned out this place was just as crappy as everywhere else. Everyone in it was still in for themselves. Gobbet claps a hand on Isabel's shoulder, who flinches and pulls away. It's a great life lesson, I'm serious. At the end of the day, life's a raw deal. You've got yourself, a handful of friends, that's it. Nothing else. Some strange ideas about life. Sure, life's a meat grinder, but come on, there's got to be more than life than just surviving. Does there? What makes you the authority on that? I'm done talking about this anyway. We're looking for the Whampoan elders. They're going to be in the Whampoa itself. That's the big ship down the street. That's a mall shaped like a boat, right? That's the one. Somebody thought it would be clever to make a uniquely shaped mall. Awesome. So let's have a look down. I guess it's going to be a boat down here. Oh, we can't see it. You bastards, I can't see it. Okay, so look at all the... I love this graphic style, like the art style is awesome. I'm really digging it. It's really very, very, very cool. I think this is probably the very, very best place to leave off, guys. We're literally just about to walk into the Whampoa and talk to the elders and kind of see where this mission is going to go. So I think I'm going to leave this one here. Any questions or suggestions or whatsoever, please do leave them down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you guys next time.